The White House, meanwhile, has expressed its concern over attacks on Israeli forces by Hezbollah as they exchange fire, and violence is spiking at the Lebanese border with northern Israel. U.S. says Israel has all the right to defend itself.
As we've said from the start, Israel has not only the right but the obligation to defend itself and also to take steps to try to make sure that this never happens again. We've also said very clearly and repeatedly that how Israel does this matters. We will focus as well on steps that need to be taken to protect civilians who are in a crossfire of Hamas's making. And we want to look at concrete steps that can be taken to better protect them. We've seen in recent days Palestinian civilians continuing to bear the brunt of this action. And it's important that the United States is committed to making sure everything possible is done to protect civilians.
Obviously, we're concerned about continued attacks on Israeli forces there in the north, as are the Israelis. But I don't believe we've seen any indication yet specifically that Hezbollah is ready to go in full force. So we'll see what he has to say.
External Affairs Minister S Jaishankar, meanwhile, has condemned Hamas's attack on Israel. Referring to the escalation of the Israel-Hamas war, the External Affairs Minister said that while terrorism is unacceptable, there also needs to be a solution on the issue of Palestine. Now, Minister Jaishankar also called for the two-state resolution to the ongoing Middle East crisis, emphasizing that dialogue and negotiations are imperative to resolve the current crisis, and also said that this solution can't be reached through conflict and terror. Jaishankar's remark came after the October 7th attack in which over 2,000 Hamas terrorists breached the Israeli border from the Gaza Strip and carried out a truly horrifying terror attack in which more than 1,400 people were killed.
What happened on October 7th, this big act of terrorism, the subsequent happenings after that, this has taken the entire region into a very different direction. Conflict cannot be the normal of that region, that it comes back to some stability, some cooperation. And within this, we have to find a balance between different issues. Because there's no question, I mean, if there is an issue of terrorism, and we all find terrorism unacceptable, we have to stand up on terrorism. There is also an issue of Palestine. There has to be a solution to what is, the problems which face the Palestinian people. And our view is that it has to be a two-state solution. If you have to find a solution, you have to find a solution through dialogue and negotiation. You cannot find a solution through conflict and terrorism. So we would support that as well. And given the current situation, what is happening there, we do believe that international humanitarian law must be respected by everyone.